All right. So when you come on your back, keep the knees bent. So your feet are flat on the floor. When you put them on the floor, just place your hands wherever you're comfortable. Maybe on your belly. Your knees can touch or they can be straight up. Take a moment, as we always do, to welcome yourself to your space, to your mat. Inhale nice and deep. And exhale, just let it go. You know, it's interesting how day in and day out, we never give it a thought of how our body works, how one muscle connects to another, allows us to move freely. We take it for granted because it's just there, just like our breath. Every once in a while, we got to remind ourselves the importance of all these kind of parts in our life and our body that are responsible for another. So wherever you are here, I want you to take your feet and bring them parallel this time. Bringing both of them in towards you, just give them a nice gentle hug, just rock on the spine just a little bit. And then just draw those legs in a small little circle. As you draw them in a little circle, you're going to feel a nice massage of the back. And then just go the other way. And then finally, as we return to the center, take the left leg and extend it all the way and place it on the floor. Your right leg stays in, and you're just going to hold on to it. Bring it up a little closer, and then pull it out to the side and around. Once again, notice that hip joint movement, taking it in a circular motion here. Whenever you pull your leg out to the side here, we're externally rotating that joint, that muscle. Perfect. And then when you bring it out the next time, hold it there a moment. Flex your foot. And then glide the bottom of your foot to the inside of your left leg and just release your leg towards the floor. So think of making this nice gentle figure 4 on the floor. Feel free here to take your right hand onto that leg and give it a little nudge down towards the floor. And the left one on your left hip or top of your leg and pull it in the opposite direction. So you're opening up these hips here. Good. Now we're going to take our right hand underneath this right leg and we're just going to start to lift it. Keep your foot attached to the other leg and then bring it across your body, pulling it down with the left hand. Nice easy twist here. It's called a half twist. Good. And then slowly bring it right back to the center, extend the leg to the sky. Bringing it closer to you, flex your foot and point it up and flex it and point it. Good. And then taking the hand to the inside of this foot, simply bring it out wide. Stopping when you feel resistance, don't overpress. We're not warmed up enough to go overboard here. And then finally bring it to the center where we'll reach for our ankle, pull the knee down towards the floor, and then reach for the foot and bring it across your chest. The left leg now comes in to meet this. Flexing your feet, feed your arms underneath the right leg and just take it either behind the hamstring behind the knee here or below the knee on your shin. Either way, wherever you can get the nicest deep stretch here, pulling it in a little closer. And then just hold. Flex your feet. Feel the deep stretch down the gluteus maximus, the big muscle, the back of you, back of your thumb there, connecting the hamstring, which then wraps around to your knee. Beautiful. And then slowly just release this leg, place your knees together. Keeping them at tabletop position, let's take our arms across our chest and give our core a little bit of a wake-up call. So squeeze the legs together, draw them in towards you, and then just form a circle. Doesn't matter which way you go. Just gentle, keeping those legs connected. Think of it as one leg. And then just stop and go the other way. Breathe through the movement, don't hold the breath. Perfect. And then finding our way back to center, bring the hands back to the knees. Pulling them in towards you, this time separate them and circle them. Bring them in, separate and circle. And bring them in, separate and circle. And next time, just bring them in. Extend that right one all the way to the floor. Now with your hands on this left leg, bring them in closer, and now bring them out wide and around in a circular motion. Feel that hip joint moving in a circular motion. And then next time you bring it out to the side, just keep it there. Good, flex your foot. Perfect. And now with the flat foot, bring that sole of your foot to the inside of the right leg. Once again, use your hands to kind of press your legs in towards the floor, your hips away from each other. And then scooping up the leg, let's take it into our half twist on this side. Returning to the center, extend your legs straight up and slide your hands up as far as they will go. Just bring the leg closer to you and flex your foot, and then point it. And then just soften, and let's take it out wide. So left leg catches the ankle, bring it out just until you feel that resistance, holding it there. And then bringing it right back to the center. Pull the knee towards the floor, reach for your foot and bring it across your chest. Bring that right leg up now to connect, flex your feet, and then just find your connection wherever it works, feeding your hand underneath the left leg. And just take a moment to be really still and feel the depth of the stretch of that gluteus maximus muscle, that big muscle on the back of your leg. And then feel free to just move gently. Well done. Bringing both legs to touch. Extend the legs to the sky. Feel the shoulders anchor down and the hips stay down. Reach your fingertips up. As you reach up towards the ceiling or the sky, draw the shoulders back down. Good. And now just move those legs in a circular motion. You choose how big you want to make this circle. The rest of your body stays really still. And then reverse your direction. And then stop. Bringing your knee, bending your knees, bring the head and the shoulders off the floor. Single leg extensions, the right knee stays in, the left leg goes long. Anchor the spine down and engage the core. Inhale first. Exhale, a gentle pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch, and pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, and pull, pull, and pull, pull, and pull, pull. Pull, pull, and pull, pull, and pull, 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 pull. One more set right here. And then bring the legs back in. Release your head and shoulders back to your mat. Bring your feet to touch down. Arms by your side. Start to work your shoulders underneath you. Feel the heart begin to open, the chest opening up. On your next inhalation, allow the body to lift, pushing into a bridge pose. As you come into bridge, take a moment to just note how when we lift here, we are squeezing those gluteus maximus muscles. We are extending out, flexing these hip flexor muscles. So just stay here a moment and breathe. Makes no matter how high you can lift and bridge here, as long as you reach your limit right now, because that limit can change throughout your practice. Perfect. And then slowly release. Bring the knees back into you, extend the legs to the sky. Single straight leg extensions, your head and shoulders come off the floor, reaching for the calf of the right leg. Bring the left one down to a hover. Breathe in, exhale, pull, pull, switch. 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 Pull, pull, switch, and pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, and pull, pull, and pull, pull. Let's go one more each side and bring the legs back together. Bending the knees, crisscross your ankles, right leg comes in front of the left. Roll to a seated pose. Right up, well done. Take a moment to find your posture here. Root the sitting bones down to the floor. Feel the spine lift up, the shoulders drop down. Bring the hands to the heart and just close your eyes for just a moment. Take a breath in. And exhale, big exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift all the way up. And exhale, simply come forward. Draw the fingertips as far forward as your body will allow, keeping your hips grounded. Once they're leaving the floor, you are moving too far forward. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, just let the fingertips float all the way down. Opening up the palm of the right hand, lift it up to your ear, tip over right here. Exhale, bring it back to center. Take it over, bring it back. Take it over, bring it back. This time, hold it over, softening the lower elbow. Pull the top shoulder back just a little bit as you gaze up towards the sky, the ceiling. And then rotate your body back to center. Drop the right hand to the left knee. Bring the left arm all the way up and tip it over the other way. Inhale, reach up to the center. Exhale, bring this top hand right back behind you, pushing the floor away. Take a breath in. Exhale, move into twist. Inhale, release your twist just a little bit, and exhale, maybe take it a little deeper. And then one more time, a little bit of a release, and then a little bit of a hold. Beautiful. Sweeping the back hand to the right knee. Go ahead and roll back, seated cat pose. And then exhale, come back up to center, releasing your hands, crisscrossing them into a nice eagle arms here. Breathe in, breathe out. Release the arms, roll back onto your sitting bones, find a Navasana boat pose, your version. Bent knees for a sensitive back, straight legs if you've got the strength to hold you there. Rebend the knees, place the left leg in front of the right. Coming back up, find your posture. Inhale, lift the arms to the sky. Exhale, bow forward. As you bow forward, make sure those sitting bones stay down. Inhale, reaching back up. Exhale, let the hands float to the floor, opening up the left arm this time. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Exhale, tip over. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale, tip it over. Inhale to center and exhale, tip it over. And then inhale to center, this time hold the elbow. So as you come into your side bend here, maybe that right elbow can bend a little bit, but your sitting bones stay down. Pulling the top shoulder back, gaze up. And then return to center, lowering the top hand to the right hand knee. Inhale, bring the right arm to the ear, and exhale, take it over to the other side. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, place this right hand behind you. Take a moment to find your posture. Get nice and tall. On the next exhale, twist. Inhale, let it go a little bit, and exhale, another twist. Inhale, small release, and exhale, twist and hold. Sweep the back arm all the way around to the left knee. Find your seated cat pose, chin to chest, roll back. And then inhale, releasing the arms, wrap them around each other into eagle arms, close your eyes and hold it here. Good. Releasing the arms, bring them into Navasana boat pose number 2. Extend or bend, hold on or reach. Release the knees. Either tuck the legs around you or underneath you. Bring yourself all the way up to tabletop position. Find the center of your mat. Placing your hands underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. Inhale, drop the belly and lift the heart. Exhale, roll the spine right to the sky. Inhale, drop down and lift. Exhale, roll the spine up. Inhale, drop down and lift. And exhale, roll the spine up. And once more, bring it all the way down. And bring it all the way up. Slowly drop to a neutral position. Take the right leg and slide it out behind you. Put the toe down and flex your foot. And now with that same sensation, float the heel towards the ceiling, up to hip height. Now bring the left arm out in front of you. Opposite arm and leg. Take a breath. Exhale, pull the elbow and knee to center. Inhale, extend. Exhale to center. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw it in. One more time and draw it in. This time, extend, and we'll bring the hand around and just tap the toe behind you. Extend long and tap the toe behind you. Extend long and tap it. And then next time, catch that foot if you can. Push down with that right hand to lift you a little taller and turn the body slightly to the left, pressing the foot into your hand. Feel the quadricep muscle stretching, and then slowly release and extend both arm and leg. Bring everything down to center and extend the left leg out behind you. Toe goes down. The reason I have your toe go down and your heel presses out, that helps activate all those big muscles, slowly float them up. Extending the right leg arm out in front of you, breathe in. Exhale to center. Inhale, in, out. Exhale to center. Inhale, out. Exhale to center. And inhale, out, elbow knee. This time, go ahead and reach out. Point the toe if you wish to come around and touch your toe. Extend. Come back and touch. Extend, come back and touch, and then extend and catch the foot behind you. Once again, take a moment here to push that foot into the hand. Press down with that left hand as you rotate your body slightly to the right. Extend arm and leg, and bring everything down to center. Well done. So we're going to lift up our right knee a little off the floor. We're going to lift it out like a little doggy style to the right and drop it, to the right and drop it. This is an abductor lift, so you're lifting your leg away from your body. Keep going. 4, 3, and 2. And then as you lift it up, bring it behind and extend and touch the floor. And then lift it high and bring it out and touch it wide. Lift it up and touch across. Lift it up and touch it wide. Lift it up and cross. And then up and take it wide. Up and cross. And then take it wide. Up and cross. And take it wide. Up and cross. And take it wide. We have just 2 more. Lift it up and take it wide. And bring it out wide. And last time. And bring it out wide. Bring it back to the center. Bend in the knee. Straighten it. And bend it. Flex your foot and straighten it. And bend. And flex. And bend. Extend. Bend. Extend. And bend. Extend. Bend and extend. Just one more time. And then bend and hold and pulse it up for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Pull the knee forward, cross it in front, find pigeon pose. And you know what to do if pigeon pose does not work for you. Return to your back or just sit down and cross this right leg over the left into a seated figure 4. So you can tell in this stretch which muscles we were using. Go ahead and bring our hands to the mat. Everyone, wherever you are, bring yourself back into a tabletop position right here. All right, now we'll do the same thing on the other side. So bring the left knee a little off the floor. Bring it out doggy style to the left for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and this time extend the leg and bring it all the way and cross and touch the floor, and then lift it and tap it wide. Lift it and cross it over and lift it and tap it wide. Lift and cross it over. Now keep pushing the floor away from you. Try and stay as centered as you can. Lift and tap. Bring it back. Lift and tap. And bring it back. Just 2 more. Lift and tap. And bring it back. And one more time. Lift and tap. And bring it back. Slowly keep the leg out, bending the knee and straighten it. Bend it and straighten. Flex your foot to lengthen those muscles. Flex it and extend it. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. 2 more times. And then rebend it and pulse it up for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Let's pull it in, find pigeon pose. Settle on down into the pigeon pose that works best for you. Perfect. Slowly bring your hands up. Bring yourself back to tabletop position. Let's take just a couple more cat and cows. Just take the body down and lift the heart and then roll up the spine. And then go again and roll it up. This time returning to the center, tuck the toes, lift the knees. First downward facing dog. So as you come into this first beautiful downward facing dog, tune into the foundations of the pose first, the way the hands touch down. Whether your knees are bent or straightened makes no matter. but draw the belly in. Squeeze the thigh muscles as you just pull the hips up a little bit higher. Let the head just dangle down. Maybe give it a shake, no and yes. Let it all go. Fantastic. And then looking forward to the front of your mat, we're just going to slowly walk there. Hands, feet, until you are at the top of your mat. And then like a rag doll, let the hands leave the floor as you roll yourself to a standing pose. Bringing your shoulders up, push them back behind you, let them go. Lift them up, push them back, and let them go. Inhale, arms reaching to the sky. Exhale, open them wide and bow forward. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Soften the knees, root the feet as you press and rise up, and then slide the hands back to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, open wide and bow forward. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, place the hands on the mat. Step your right foot back, and now your left foot. Plank pose. Take a breath. Stay right here. Exhale, let it go. And then one more inhale. Exhale, lower the knees. Allow the hips, the belly, the chest to come down. Inhale, give yourself just a baby push and a baby cobra. Exhale, touch down. Once again, push a little higher, cobra pose. And then exhale, bring the forearms down. Sphinx pose. Now take a moment to think about the muscles in your legs, squeezing the quadriceps, pressing them into your mat, and then kick your right heel in towards your glute 2 times. 1, 2, let it go. Left. 1, 2, let it go. 1, 2, let it go. And 1, 2, let it go. 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 And 1, 2, let it go. Once more each way. And then let it go. Tuck the toes this time. Lift the kneecaps up. Feel the muscles engage. Position your forearms and lift to a low plank. Hold right here. For 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Hips touch back down and release your toes. Bringing your hands to the mat on the floor, just press all the way up and then exhale, drop all the way down. Prepare to come back up to down dog. So hands by your chest, lift to full cobra pose, tuck the toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, does this down dog feel a little different than the first one? It should. Looking forward, step with your right foot and then your left. Come back to stand to a fold. Inhale, rise halfway, and then exhale, refold. Bending the knees, root to rise, and bring hands right back to the center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, open wide and bow forward. Inhale, rise halfway. Place the hands on the mat. This time your left foot goes back, and then your right plank pose. Take one breath in plank, and exhale, just let it go. And then one more time. As you exhale, either drop the knees or take your first full chaturanga. Inhale, glide into full cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. Gazing to the front of your mat, bring your left foot forward first, and then your right. Inhale, rise halfway, and exhale, fold. Root to rise. And bring hands right to heart center. Balanced pose. Just where you are, turn towards your device. Perfect. So we're going to take the leg that is closest to the front of your mat here. We're going to take the knee up straight to the hip height. Then we're going to bring it out to the side, externally rotating that hip and lower it down and turn your foot back to center. Let's go again. So we're going to lift and pull it out wide. Lower it down and rotate it back in. Lift, pull it out, lower it down and bring it in. And lift, lower, extend it out, put it down and bring it in. And then lift and bring it out put it down, and bring it in. This time lift and catch your ankle. Put your foot to your leg wherever you can. Tree pose, hands at heart. Pushing the outside of this leg back just slightly, lift the arms up slowly to the sky and find your balance pose here. Breathing in, breathing out. Slowly bring the hands back to the heart and put the foot back on the floor and let it go. Let's take it to the other side while we're facing forward. So bring the leg that is further away from the edge of your mat up to knee height. Bring it out wide. Flex that foot, put it down, and rotate it back. Lift it up, pull it out wide, put it down, and rotate it in. Lift it, bring it out wide, bring it down, rotate it in, and lift it, bring it out wide, let it come down, and bring it in, and lift it, rotate it, put it down, and one more time, just lift it, bring it out, put it down, and in. This time lift it, catch your ankle, find your tree pose. Take a moment to secure, to push the back of this leg back. Really feel a center balance here, hands at heart. I urge you to just find something to bring your gaze to that is not moving. Engage your core, and then slowly lift the arms and extend and soften. Beautiful. Really using these muscles and those extenders to hold you in place, and then release the leg back to the floor. Fantastic. Go ahead and turn back to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms reaching all the way up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale to a half fold. Exhale, place the hands down and bend the knees. All right, I urge you to, just for fun, see if you can jump back to plank. Once you land, if not, just step, lower chaturanga. Inhale to cobra, exhale, down dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, the right leg comes high to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, stack, and open up the hip. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, pull the knee to touch your nose. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, bend the knee and open up the hip. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, pull it in towards your nose. Last time, bring it up. Bend the knee and open up the hip. Extend it and then slowly pull it in. This time, put it down. Stay in a nice high lunge position as you rise all the way up. Bend the front knee. Allow it to move towards the smaller of the toes. Stay centered right here. And then slowly push and stand. Bend the back knee, dip all the way down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Strengthening these lower body muscles. Oh my goodness. Let's do 4 more. And then 3 more. Touching down if you can, or coming close. Just 2 more. And then 1 more. Bring the hands to the heart and go halfway down. Inhale, just push with the back leg. Send your body forward. Exhale, move into a twist here. Breathe in. And breathe out. Gaze towards the front foot and then bring the back foot to meet it. Stay in now a twisted chair. Inhale, release into full chair pose. And then exhale, hands to heart, fold forward. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, bring the hands down. I urge you once again to see if you can jump back into a plank. And then lower chaturanga. Inhale the cobra. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, left leg reaches high. Exhale, bend the knee and stack it open. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, pull it in towards the nose, round the spine. Inhale, lift it. Exhale, bend and open. Inhale, extend it. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift it. Exhale, bend and open. Inhale, lift it. Exhale, step forward. Take your time and rise to high lunge. As you come into your high lunge, take a moment to feel the pose. Start to lower a little bit. Move that front knee towards the pinky toes, soften the shoulders. Now let's start our dip. So inhale, lift. Exhale, almost touch the floor or touch it with the back knee. Come up, lower down. Come up and lower down. Feel the strength of that back quadricep, that big muscle along the top of your leg, working hard. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. And then one more time, bringing the hands to the heart, go about halfway down. Now inhale, push the back leg strong, long, lean forward. Exhale, twist. Good. Feel that back leg fired up and strong. Yes. Looking down towards the front, step forward to twisted chair. And then right into full chair pose. Good. Now inhale, rise to stand. Let the hips move forward, the arms, the shoulders fall back, look up. And then gliding the hands back to heart center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Inhale, arms reaching up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, this time, bring the hands down. Take your left foot towards the back of your mat. Spin the heel, bend the front knee. Rise right here, warrior 1. Open right up to warrior 2. Inhale, lift nice and tall, and then one time just go a little bit deeper. And then inhale right to a peaceful warrior, and then right into a deep side angle. Inhale to another peaceful warrior, pull the legs straight, and then glide into a triangle pose. Slide up about halfway and rotate the body over the front leg, and then exhale all the way down. So that back foot, find space to square the hips. Maybe moving the foot a little left, a little forward, pulling that heel, toe off the floor, keeping the heel down, hold a little deeper. Beautiful stretch for the hamstrings. Beautiful. And now placing the front foot back down, we're going to step our back foot way back into a high lunge position and just root the left hand and bring the right arm up. Perfect. Bringing the top hand down inside of your front foot. Take a step or 2 with that front foot over towards the edge of your mat. And then go deeper, deeper, deeper. All right, option. Well, first of all, let's stay here. So just rock a little forward, a little back. Deep lizard pose. Good. And now we're going to drop the back knee down. Relax that back foot. And then see if you can't maybe go a little bit deeper. 1 or 2 arms touch down to the floor. If you need to stay on your hands, there's nothing wrong with that. Takes a lot to go this deep. And then finally, walk up to your hands if you are down. We're going to take this front leg and slide it all the way back, and then spin around to open your gate to the right hand side. Dropping your arm towards your ear, lift your hips far from the floor. Beautiful. And then slowly come back to neutral. Take your long leg, bend it, and catch it with your hand. Release, spin back around, find downward facing dog. Fantastic. This time, simply bring your left foot forward and spin the back heel. Rise to a warrior 1. Open up to a warrior 2. Inhale, straighten and lift tall. Just giving you the space to go a little deeper into warrior two. Inhale to a peaceful warrior, and then exhale deep into a side angle reach. Inhale back to peaceful warrior, but straighten out the front leg. And then exhale, triangle pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift enough to rotate the body over the front leg and bring the hands down. Adjust the back foot to square the hips. And then feel free to pull the ball of the foot off the floor as you bow a little deeper. Feel the lengthening of those hamstring muscles. Fantastic. You turn your foot flat to the floor, step your back foot back into high lunge position. Rooting the right hand to the floor, just lift the left one straight up. And then bring it down inside of your front foot. Walk that front foot out a step or two towards the edge of your mat. And then rooting both hands down, just shift forward and shift back and shift forward and shift back. Lowering the knee down behind you. Go ahead and find the depth which your body will allow here. Some options to come a little lower are using a brick under a forearm, even if it's just usually the outer one, or peeling the insole of your foot a little off the floor to create a little extra room with your hips. Big, big pose though for those hip flexors and joints. Let's push up tall, tuck your back toe, leave it down, no, don't tuck it, but glide this left foot all the way back behind you and spin around and bring the arm up and then to your ear. Open gate position. Draw the hip away from the floor for a big side bend here. And then slowly let it come back to neutral as you lift the leg and catch it behind you. Fantastic. And then slowly release it, put it down, spin back around, come into downward facing dog. Well done. Stepping to the front of your mat, one foot to the corner, the other foot to the other corner. Find your deep Malasana pose. Feel the tailbone sinking towards the floor. Feet are flat. If they're not flat, just play around with the positioning a little bit. If your knees don't allow this pose, then you simply skip it and make your way onto the mat. From here, we will descend to the mat. So just any way you're comfortable, touch back down and bring your feet to the mat. Well done. Slowly roll back one vertebrae at a time. Keeping your feet bent, rotate your body towards the front and support your head. Right here. Good. One of the nicest effective external rotation and abductor lifts would be at what's called the clam. We do it all the time. So lift the knee up and drop it. But this time we usually lift the foot as well, but this time we'll just lift the knee. So lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower for 4 and for 3 and for 2. Then just once more, put it down. Extend the top leg all the way out. Drop your arm, your ear onto the inside of your arm all the way down. Now just lift the top leg and lower it. So in this position, you're not really able to rotate the hips to lift the leg super high. All I want is this outer thigh lifting using these gluteus medium muscles that are really important to support that leg and knee. So just lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, and lift and lower. You should feel them here. Lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and lower. We're going to do some more. I'm not counting, I'm just feeling. We want to really feel this. Good, and you can stop anytime you need to, but we're only on to the last couple here. And then just one more time. And I want you to bend the knee and kick it out, and bend it and kick it out, and bend it and kick it out, and bend it and kick it out. Now just 4 more for 4, and for 3, and for 2, last one, and then lower the leg down and rebend the knee. Bring the hand under the head as we started, and one more set of clams. So just for 8, and for 7, and for 6, and for 5, and for 4, and for 3, and for 2, last one right here. And then pulling the knee towards you, roll onto your back, find your sleeping pigeon or your figure 4 on the floor. Super important to stretch out those muscles. So flex your feet, pull it in, simply find stillness here. So create a little resistance, pushing your elbow into that leg. Now, once you really feel the pose, and once again, you could hold on to your ankle here, your foot, you can feed your hands through. This is where you can just choose. And now it's all right to wiggle a little back and forth, roll a little back, side to side. You feel a little bit extra muscles, getting a good stretch in there. Fantastic. And then finally, release your hands and bring them to the shin and foot of this top leg. Roll up to Janu Shavasana. Extending the left leg, bringing this right one, the working one, right inside the thigh, just like we did when we did a tree pose. So root the sitting bones down, and before we even begin to move, find your posture. Flex your foot, pull the toe towards your kneecap. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let your body come forward. Your gaze stays forward, not down at your foot. Catch your foot, your leg, wherever you can, even the sides of your mat, and pull gently. Breathe in and then exhale. Move your heart a little further forward. Imagine you're bringing your chin right to your shin. Fantastic. Beautiful. And then slowly release and let it go. Go ahead and swing your leg around. Find your way into downward facing dog. Good. Take a breath. Bring the knees down. And then we're just going to rotate and sit. So we're going to be facing the opposite way. So come all the way down into that Pilates side lying position. Stack your knees one on top of the other and bring your hand under your head. Your top hand is rooted right by your rib cage to keep you still. Now just the clam, so lift the knee and drop it. Lift the knee, and don't be surprised if one leg moves a little differently than the other. Our goal is to equalize our strength of our muscles. Naturally, you use one side more than another. So just pull back, release. Pull back, release, pull back, release, and pull back, release, pull back, release, and then just one more time and release. Extend the leg, drop the arm all the way down, rest your ear on your arm. All right, now those nice little outer abductor lifts, so just lift and lower. We're just doing a bunch, so just go into dreamland here if you want. Think of somewhere you'd like to be right now, besides your mat, of course. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. Just keep it going. Remember, there's no way unless you fall back onto that back hip to rotate the hip. So it's just straight up. The range is much smaller than lifting it all the way towards the sky. Feeling it now? Definitely. Good job. We're in, how about we do 4 more? Here's 4, here's 3, here's 2, and then holding it on the last one, just bend and straighten, bend and straighten, bend and straighten, and bend and straighten, bend and straighten, bend and straighten, bend and straighten, and then 4 more right here. Here's 4, here's 3, here's 2, and then here's 1, lower down and rebend. Come back up to a clam just for 8. Here's 8, here's 7, here's 6, here's 5, and here's 4, and here's 3, and here's 2, and then here's 1. Well done. Go ahead and just roll onto your back. Cross that working leg over and take a moment to find the deepest stretch you can. Flexing your feet, staying still first to just tune in to everything you are feeling. And then feel free to create a little bit of lateral movement side to side. Fantastic. All right, moving forward into our Janu Shavasana, roll forward, placing that foot inside your thigh, anchor down the sitting bones, the leg. Inhale, reaching up, exhale, reaching forward. Inhale, finding space, exhale, going a little lower. Chin goes towards shin, gaze stays forward. Breathe in. Really feel that on that glute, that side thigh. Ooh. And then slowly release and let it go. That we just bring our feet and just make the choice. We're going to go down one last time. So make the choice which way you want to end up. Roll all the way to the floor. Bringing the knees into you, extend the legs to the sky. Bring the arms out wide. Lower the right leg to a hover. Sweep it out to the side and lift it up. Big circles, lower down. Sweep it out and lift it up. Lower down. Sweep it out and lift it up. Lower down. Sweep it out and lift it up. Lower down. Out and up. And then once more. Out and up. Let's move to the other side. Lower it down. Sweep it out to the side and up. Lower down. Sweep it out to the side and up. Lower down, sweep it out to the side and up. Lower down and out to the side and up for 4. And for 3. And for 2. And then just one more time. Bring it back to the center and bend the knees. Bring your hands to the outer parts of your legs. Pull in like a little ball, anchoring your spine. Exhale, extend long. Circle back to center. Into a ball, and exhale, go long. Circle center, exhale, go long, and circle center, and exhale, go long. Circle, reach, exhale, go long. Circle, reach, exhale, go long. 2 more times, and last time. Bring everything back to center, lower your head. Bringing your feet to the floor, let the knees go wide. Use your hands for a moment to just push the legs towards the floor. Keep the back grounded, the hips grounded, really opening up these hips. Now bring the arms behind your head, hands behind your head. And now lift up to the center and drop down. Lift and squeeze center and drop down. Lift and squeeze center and drop down. And lift and squeeze center and drop down. We've got 4. And we've got 3, and we've got 2. This time as you lift up, bring the knees to touch, and then open them back up as you release. So bring them together and open, and together, 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 and open, together. One more time, leave them open. And pulse it up for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Let's go 8 more. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Settle back down. Beautiful. Extend your arms out and bring them to your side. Let's move into our bridge pose. And we'll see if it feels a bit different than that first bridge pose we took. So start to make space in the heart and begin to float your way up. As you come up, walk those shoulders further underneath you. Dig in with the heels and let the body float as high as it will go. Squeezing those inner thighs in towards each other. Take a breath and breathe. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. And then one more set here. So walk your left foot in a little. Bring the right ankle and cross it over the thigh. And then push your hips even higher, pulling the outside of your leg towards the floor. Hold right here for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Release and switch sides. So press up first, weight to the right foot, left ankle crosses, and then push higher up, pulling the outer part of your leg towards the floor. You're going to feel a lot of muscle strength here. So just hold for 4, for 3, for 2, and then for 1. Let that foot come back down and release yourself down to the mat. Bringing the right knee in for the last time, give it a couple circles outward. And then as you bring it back in, straighten it out and lift it up. Catch your toe if you can, and if not, grab your ankle, bring it out wide. And this time it should go a little lower than the first time around. Flex your foot if you're not holding your toe. And then bring it back up. Bring your foot to your left hand and bring yourself into that sleeping pigeon once again. Just a quickie here. And then bringing both feet back down to the mat, bring your left knee in. Give it those couple circles. We're just repeating our very first sequence. And then straighten the leg out. Grabbing the toe if you can. Stay grounded as you bring that leg out wide. If you're not holding your toe, flex your foot. And then bringing it right back up, catch your foot with your hand, bring that right knee in to meet it. Feel really good right now. And then bringing your knees back together, bring your feet to the floor. And it's time to walk them out long. You have worked really hard. Your hips were treated generously today. Lots of different types of movements, but primarily bringing your leg away from your body. So take a moment to let the body just rest, recover. Let it thank you for all your hard work. Remember, as your heel hits the floor every single time you work, the way that heel hits the floor is responsible for all those sensations you feel, the discomforts, if you might have any. Sometimes you just take it for granted because you feel nothing uncomfortable. So our goal is to keep those muscles strong so that heel hits properly, and the positioning of all those hip muscles and thigh muscles, leg muscles are all in the right spot. So well done, everyone. So with that in mind, we need to just kind of come back to real time here. So bring your knees into your chest, give them a hug, maybe open and close them again if that feels good, or if you've had enough of that, just stay really still. And finally, let yourself move over to one side.
So go ahead and just find your way up into an easy pose. Bow your head and close your eyes. Let us end today with just a wonderful little saying that the most beautiful things in life are not the things that are not things, they are the people and places and memories and pictures, their feelings and moments and smiles and laughter. Namaste, my friends.
Namaste.